And we're live. Oh, I was going to say Saturday night because I'm 2 weeks into my 3 weeks leave and I genuinely don't know what day of the week it is. It's Friday night. Yeehaw. And I don't have a lot of energy, so I don't know how long I'm going to last tonight. Home for the elderly. Hello. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know if anyone remembers, every time I've tried to take this stopper off, it's been a fucking struggle. I keep saying, I should change that stopper. I should change that fucking stopper. Damn it. So I'm not going to make any cocktail videos tonight because I don't have it. So I'm just going to put that in a little bit to remind me that I should be changing it. If I can. Because stoppers don't last forever, and sometimes I get to the stage where a bottle I wanted to keep doesn't have a stopper that fits it. And it's like, oh, well. And hey, Celtic, the two lads I posted stuff to this week, and I have no idea when it's going to reach you, by the way. So, yeah. Sometime. Oh, neat. Celtic, you got yours. Excellent. Excellent. Home for the elderly being all the way over in Perth might take longer to reach you. So yes, I sent Celtic King my liqueur, a blood bag of my liqueur. It's a nice multi-purpose. I like it just on ice. You could add, as I said in a little postcard I gave him, you could add lemonade or soda water as well. I've almost used up. Where is it? It's just there. See, there's just a tiny bit left in that bottle. It's just a tiny bit left. That's the 70s whiskey bottle too, Stewart's Dundee. Such a nice, and they even call it a decanter. It's embossed on it. Stewart's Dundee decanter. Had to keep it. Not the original cork. The original cork disintegrated. But I found a stopper for it. So I'll finish that before too much longer, and I'll make another batch. Hey, Safa. Not a massive hangover, but tired, definitely. For those who... Ooh, yeah. Nice. So that's I sent you the Starwood musket barrel, or you actually have musket? I have trouble keeping track. There we go. Cherry. This, Celtic, this is one of my newest ones. I've probably never worn this on a stream. If I have, I've only worn it on a stream once. You wish you had Starwood musket. No, that's what I thought. It was the thing I sent you. Was it the Starwood musket barrel? How did you finish drinking? So okay. So Dr. Abigail, Kirsten, myself, we were at Whiskey and Ailment when it was their happy hour, and we had 2 Manhattans each, and they kind of looked little, but they weren't fucking around. Like I wasn't even halfway through the second one. I was like, whoa, I can feel this. Then we went a couple doors down to Hats and Tats, where we had food and 2 more cocktails. And Then Dr. Abigail, when we thought we went home, but she posted on the Discord that she went to her favorite lesbian bar, Beans, and got all Tim Smithed. And I was walking with Kirsten because we were going in the same direction to go home. And we just happened to be passing a laneway where there's a lot of bars. And I just went, we could go into Black Kite Commune for a snack. And she said, yeah, we could. And so we did. So I had another cocktail. So I had 5 cocktails, which is kind of my limit for not feeling really rancid the next day. Like, I definitely like tired and not 100% today, but not hungover, more than it would be. Excellent question, Dark Lord Sauron. I want to make one, or I do make, if I make it with Melbourne ingredients, then I'll call it a Melbourne. Yes, it's just one of those things. Whiskey and sweet vermouth is a Manhattan. Shirt and glasses combo suits you. Oh, thanks. And what was that? Home for the elderly? Something to drink. Okay. Madam Butterfly, hello to you. is that a hint, Safa? Switch 2 is being released on your birthday? And EOR, hello. Oh, look, everyone's rolling in. Here we go. Hope to be able to make it to Melbourne one day. They friggin' are, dude. Which one, Safa? I'm confused. Okay. So, look, I've got a whole bunch of stuff to... suspiciously soft package from Celtic King. What's going to be in here? I got my knife here. God, I should probably put this in the dishwasher too. Okay. So, I got so many things to open here. Yeah, mail. I got mail. I got mail. This is Celtic King loves sending me weird things. And, you know, something wrapped in plastic. It's literally just a plastic wrapper. Oh, but we got a card. What is this? Free from. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Free from fear. What is fear? Fear of God, fear of the future, fear of failure, fear of suffering, fear of death. Wow, that's a lot of words. I'm not going to read that. It's just like lots of words, and none of them are going to make any sense. But contact these people in Kansas. They've got all the answers. Right. All right. Where's the other stuff Celtic sent me? This is interesting. Oh, it's a book. Let's see. Let's see what book it is, because it's got really... I know. It's very rude, isn't it? Okay. You hate the smell of these, Safa? Plastic. You know, David Lynch having passed. She's dead, wrapped in plastic. Okay. Ooh, it's pretty. The Psalms, the New Catholic Bible, Psalms, St. Joseph edition. Look at that. Look, it's gold. See how shiny that is? It's very shiny. Now, here's the thing. The Psalms are poems, and some of them are really well written. Yes, she's dead, wrapped in plastic. Ahead of its time, Twin Peaks. A Psalm of David. See, I could be a really good preacher, basically. Yeah, this is just the Psalms, apparently. Ascribe to the Lord, O mighty ones. Ascribe to the Lord glory and might. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due to his name. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. The voice of the Lord echoes over the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord thunders over mighty waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is filled with majesty. The voice of the Lord shatters the cedars. The Lord shatters the cedars of Lebanon. He makes Lebanon skip like a calf and Syrian like a young wild ox. Seriously, if you listen to Nick Cave songs and then you read the Psalms, you go, oh, I know where Nick Cave gets his stuff from. Yeah, this literally sounds like Nick Cave lyrics. I never fully read the Bible. When I was at Catholic school, I knew it very well. Oh, you did? Oh, Blue Velvet. I watched Mulholland Drive with my mum. There's a lesbian scene in Mulholland Drive that I didn't know about. Very uncomfortable viewing with your mum. Well, yeah, it was in the old. It's about nuking Lebanon and Syria. It seems like God was going to do that. Yes, Psalms definitely get weird. They're very poetic. Dark Lord, why is the Christian God such a narcissistic prick? Even you don't require that much praise by followers. It is, look, one of the reasons that I don't think it really holds up as a religion. At least some of the other pantheons, particularly Greek, Roman, Norse, the gods are flawed. Okay, now I think this is our standard collection of receipts in here. Who knows? Let's see. At least lesbian scene in Mulholland Drive is an incest, like when you watch Back to the Future with them. But yeah, but it's not graphic. It's a little. With compliments, dear Toby, thank you for your support, ministry, greatly appreciated. As requested through our website, please find and enclose some of our Gideon thinking of you birthday thank you generic cards for use. Nice. The Gideons. Oh God, are there greeting cards in some of these, Toby? Let's have a look. I have to clean up. There are so many of these envelopes, Toby. I buffered for a second. I mean, that might have been my brain. Blue is the warmest color. I don't know that one. But yeah, no, I just thought I'd heard Mulholland Drive was a good movie, and it is. But I didn't know there was a lesbian scene. Oh, a little note from Tobe. Surprised VD hasn't sent you another rambling, abusive, hate-filled letter calling you a cunt, fuckwit, and coffee lover. Probably call you some sexual fans because you would talk to AIDSy, who's more of a sod than a racist pig. At least AIDSy exists, and you know it. Yeah. Mars bar rapper. We've had this one. How we know God exists and why it matters. What's Toby been buying? Yes, loves his iced mocha milk. What's on this one? Oh, toothpaste. Why not? So some more receipts. Okay. The city I live in, Melbourne, is famous for people being obsessed by coffee, which is funny because I don't actually do it. I genuinely probably couldn't tell you the ending of Mulholland Drive. It's been 10 years since I've watched it. David Lynch, done so much awesome stuff. PS2 had rabbits. He is a character. There was a breeze. I wouldn't call it windy. It's more windy than other days. I haven't even had a drink. I poured myself a drink. All right. Working my way through this. Working my way back to you, babe. More receipts. Okay. Just going to look at a couple of purchases on here. You saved $1.25 buying water. I thought, are you going healthy? No, there's a chunky Kit Kat on there too. So, that's not a bad take, actually. Melbourne, the Portland of Australia. It's not a bad take at all. Can't remember the ending of Inland Empire. Yeah, I didn't get to it. Okay. I had as in not potato crisps. I had chips. I was just in a mood. And Mrs. Angry got this bacon seasoning. So I put chicken salt on half and the bacon salt on the other to see which one I decided. I think we're saying Portland, Oregon, EOR. Why can't Mormons drink coffee? Because it's a stimulant. They can't have anything intoxicating. Yes. Kit Kat chunky cookie dough and milk. Nice. Coffee milk. All right. There's a whole bunch of these. I'm not going through them all. Okay. Let's go. EOR. Oh, speaking of Mormons, if Chris comes on, we'll ask him. He's from somewhere up that way, or he's lived up that way. You've always thought of Melbourne as New York, Perth as LA, Brisbane, Miami. I got to think like one analogy I always have is Sydney is LA and Melbourne's San Francisco. Brisbane's definitely the Miami. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, like to know how many people convert because of the church's books and magazines. Is a good question. I mean, my thought is none. I think the books and magazines are for people who are already converted, try and get money out of them. That's just my take. No, people get heaps of mail, Celtic. That's cool. Chrissy's not a Mormon, no. I was going to say, speaking of Mormons, new series on Netflix, American Primeval, about when the Mormons under, oh God, what was his name? But they were wild and crazy and violent and wanted Utah to be a separate country. They eventually got overwhelmed by the US military. But yeah, it's different Mormons. It's wild, crazy, violent Mormons. Perth would be Houston. Okay, well, I don't know Texas at all. Houston doesn't have enough of a reputation for me to know. What did we get this time? The iced coffee again. Nice. I love the regularity. The iced coffee and the chunky Kit Kats. Quality purchases. Ooh, and some shoes from Rivers. I always used to get shoes from Rivers because I thought they were comfortable and they lasted a long time. And then something fucking changed and they went to shoes. Yes, thank you, Celtic. Brigham Young. Yes. Brigham Young is a character in American Primeval. And yeah, these Mormons are just super fucking violent. It's not a fantastic series. It's like a 8-episode series, I think, something like that. It was entertaining enough. So, EOR. Settling Salt Lake City, the Mormons thought US military would get at least 50 to 100 years later. No. It was just a few years. Houston, the US barbecue. Oh, okay. No, see, barbecue is really different state to state. It's very much a southern thing. You do get Texas barbecue, but the different states would very much argue over who has the best or the genuine barbecue. Smith didn't make it out of Illinois. He was murdered there. Young led them to Utah. Yeah, in American Primeval, Brigham Young is the governor of Utah, and they really think they're going to make it their own country. Didn't come out that way. Dark Lords Island sounds like Northern California. They want to secede, separate state because they don't like having good healthcare areas. There is, yeah. Well, there's been various talk about breaking up California into 3 states. Yeah, exactly. Brigham took over from Joseph Smith, and Mormonism was very violent for a while. No, they didn't blitzkrieg. It was much slower than a blitzkrieg. It was just inexorable. The Manifest Destiny. Okay, you sent me this thing twice. Truth, prophecy, hope. It's got your address on it, Toby, so I'm not going to show it to him. Of course, I know Toby's address because I sent him some stuff. Oh, yes, the payment. Oh, neat. I get a tip. All right. All right. Okay, I'll save this for Abigail. Praise and salutations, Angry, as you made the letter possible. Money help you out. Glad we've got Angry to start 2025 with a shoey. Praise and salutation to Angry and Abigail. So that's New Year's Eve for those who remember. When I was refusing to do a shoey, and Toby said, "I'll send you $50 if you do a shoey," and I said, "I don't need $50." And Abigail said, "What if you sent me $50?" And Toby said, "Yes." So then, I had to. Oh, we got more of these little booklets in here. More receipts that continue to be flavored milk and chunky things. And Toby just keeps taking these things that these people print and costing them money, which I like. All right. That's all the stuff from Toby. Now, I think I've got two. Oh, yes, because it says Elegant Aussie. So that's how I knew it was from Charlie. Okay. All right. Let's... how best to open this? Do-do. Sometimes these things have a little thread that you pull. Wait, maybe I've done enough by doing that. What's... is it going to come out? God damn it. Like origami. Okay, be careful. I'll be careful. All right. Oh my God. Look at this. How to make an angry teeny and other cocktail recipes. Oh my God, this is so awesome. All right, so there's a little note here. The shaker's got an A on it. He said, "Dear Elegant Aussie, every excellent person should have a drink named after them, at least once in a lifetime. Here's a book full of amazing recipes and cocktail ideas. Celebrate the best things in life. Laughter, good times, and most of all you. On behalf of the Angry Bunch, thank you for the wonderful times." Oh, that's so cool. 25 classic and contemporary recipes made just for you. Every cocktail has been expertly mixed, tested, remixed, mixed again to perfection. Angry. Of all the drinks in the world, which one would you be? Okay, basics about syrups, ice, equipment, terms. Oh, okay. You're going to make me blush with this if I read this out. How do we celebrate the funniest, smartest, brightest, coolest person around? So, yes. I feel too self-conscious to read the whole thing out because it's very nice. But most of all, Angry, cheers to you. Let's see more in here. Let's fix you a drink, Angry. What will it be? An angry groany doesn't seem quite right. An angry Rita isn't either. Angry spritz would be delicious. Angry Hito might be nice. Would be sweet, spicy, zesty, or smooth. After careful thinking, mixing, matching, recipes born, poured especially for you. Signature cocktail has to be one of a kind, Angry Teeny. Let's make it smooth, just like you. So I'm loving this little page, the Angry Teeny. Cocktail that's opulent and delicious, presenting extra virgin olive oil martini. Don't penny pinch on the olive oil. Okay, it says the fat wash vodka. I've actually got 4 Pillars olive leaf gin. Nice. Little thing, Club Angry. Refreshing cocktails to start the day in style. Damn, start the day. Jungle Bird. Singapore Sling, Pina Colada. Batida de Maracuja. I bet I'm pronouncing that wrong. Very pretty illustration, though. Frozen Brazilian cocktail. Cachaça, passion fruit, sugar syrup, coconut cream. Measure the ingredients into a blender and add ice cubes and blend. Nice. That does sound good. A painkiller. Reaching in my pocket for a painkiller. This, actually, painkiller is a really good template for a clarified cocktail. I love they did let you edit the shit out of the book, actually. Do I plan on writing my own cocktail book? Not in the immediate future. For the moment, it's the Cocktail Channel. Dark Lord, send you a gift. Don't think Middle Earth is covered by postal service. It's the thought that counts, Sauron. Chris, hello. How are you doing? Reading this book Home for the Elderly sent me. Painkiller is a template for an extremely good clarified cocktail. Angry Sky Garden. Yes, we were talking about You Freedom Man, wondering if you're in Portland. Sophisticated tipples to enjoy with a view. Best times begin at sundown. A falernum flip. Oh, this is interesting. So Geneva, falernum, honey, cream, and egg yolk. Wow, that's kind of like an instant eggnog. Grapefruit whistle stop. Aperol Dio Pepe. Kirsch Cosmo. Kirsch is cherry eau de vie. Yes, you are in Portland. Okay, that's what we were thinking. Improved champagne. Champagne with a teaspoon of whiskey. Yeah. Chamomile old fashioned. So infuse whiskey with chamomile tea. Damn. I mean, that sounds pretty good, really. A bluebird. Cordon Bleu cognac. Oh, with Galliano. I have Galliano from the 70s. Then there's the Aussie Lounge. Yes, that was fun. The very mature people in US Congress in their cafeteria started calling French fries freedom fries because they're mature and serious people. Best decision ever made? Freedom fries. Okay. A Chicago martini. What's a Chicago martini? The 1951. Gin, vermouth with Cointreau, garnished with anchovy stuffed olives. So a little bit of Cointreau, a little bit of orange liqueur in a dry martini. That's kind of interesting. The Commodore, long lost classic. Whiskey, creme de cacao, lemon juice, grenadine. Oh, so that's a whiskey sour. A sweet whiskey sour because it's got creme de cacao and a bit of grenadine in it. A Jimmy Roosevelt classic champagne cocktail. Cognac, champagne, sugar cube, bitters, float, green chartreuse. That's actually pretty classy. A Gold Rush. I know this one. Whiskey, lemon juice, and honey. So that's a whiskey sour, but sweetened with honey rather than sugar syrup. The Slope. Rye whiskey, Punta Mez, apricot liqueur. So that's like a variation of a Manhattan. An Artist Special. Scotch whiskey, dry sherry, lemon juice, red currant syrup. Ooh. So, that's elements of like a Manhattan and sour. Okay. AA's 5-star dive. Yeah, it was weird. And there were jokes about, really? Germany doesn't want to go to war? What's changed? You are regarding caffeine. Not a Book of Mormon expert, Bain & Co., from which... You picked all the whiskey drinks. Nice. 5-star dive. Closing cocktails. Boilermakers, which is beer and spirit. Batanga. I've heard of this one. So it's tequila, lime juice, topped with cola. So it's basically a daiquiri topped with cola. Sorry, not a daiquiri, a margarita. Nuclear daiquiri. Yeah, you make it with really strong rum and add some green chartreuse. Tommy's Margarita, which is a margarita without the orange liqueur, named after Tommy's restaurant that had it. Tingray. Ray and Nephew rum, which is a strong white rum. Lime juice. Oh, Ting is a grapefruit soda. So that's a highball. That's like a daiquiri highball. This is so cool. Thank you for this, Home for the Elderly. That's very cute. Goes in my library. Okay. So what's it? James Quincy took over Coca-Cola. Mainstream Latter-day Saints Church has kept eroding rules against cafe. Oh, is that true? This year's the 80th anniversary of the start of World War II. Is that right? My history knowledge is shite. Chris, what did I miss about grandfather? Yeah, well, 3 to 7 years ago, finally our drinks with caffeine sold on... Oh, that's Brigham Young University, yeah. Caffeine sold on campus. A lot of people remembered sneaking caffeinated drinks into library backpack, but they're allowed, just not sold. Hey, Justin, how you doing? The end of World War II. Okay. Bought a Bowie knife, which turned up on Wednesday. Yeah, cool. Which Americans insist on calling Bowie knives? It's like Bowie. What the fuck? Named after Jim Bowie. All right, now I've got big package from Home for the Elderly. Okay, so I've got to be a bit careful opening this, I think. Okay, where's the edge? Got to cut the teeps. The teal of the teep. All right. Looking forward to showing Mrs. Angry the Angry Teeny book. I think she'll like it. I'm going to put that there. Now, oh! Holy crap, blood bags. What do we got in here? Oh, the Starwood single barrel that you got. Nice. Oh, this is the Old Smoke. Is that the moonshine? And the Bushmills 21 year. Oh my god, so cool. Okay, drinkies tonight. Oh my god. Oh, the Blu-ray of The Man from Hong Kong. Oh god, I'm gonna have to watch this tomorrow. It's what George Lazenby did after his one James Bond movie. Then I don't think he did anything ever again. And the thing is, George Lazenby, absolute prick. Everyone says so. But the man from Hong Kong, the Chinese guy in here, apparently he's a fucking monster. It's got an extra movie on it too. Nice. I just read stories about the other guy, and apparently he's just a monster, just a real prick. All right, so what have we got here? Oh, this is all wrapped in bubble. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here. Oh my god, what's all this stuff? A pretty rock. I'm a sucker for a pretty rock. Ooh, a penny. A penny on a keychain. What year is that? 1964. Penny is a little bit older than me. Home for the Elderly business card. Oh, Home for the Elderly fridge magnet, noise going on the fridge. That just says bugger, like just dropping your drink, bugger. Oh, this is tripping me out. I have no idea what. Okay, this is not going to try. This is, one of the. This is a lenticular 3D picture. And it probably doesn't. I think you need binocular vision, so it probably doesn't translate at all to the stream. I'm straight up tripping balls looking at it, though. Woo! What else is it? I know that shape anywhere. Oh, okay. So you can see it move. Okay. Do you remember using the pound? Oh, no. I was born decimal currency year 66. All right. Dublin. Okay. So that's all that. And what's in here? Oh, these CDs. Ugh. They're like, for their own protection, they're wrapped up, and it's making it really difficult for me to open them. Come on. Wise up, sucker. Okay. Oh, yeah, we could start talking about music. The Cranberries, No Need to Argue. Oh God. Okay, little text. I need more light. Ode to my family. I can't be with you. 20. Oh, this has got the classic Zahambe. Joe Camilleri and the Black Sorrows. Classic. This guy did. Oh, it's got Harley and Rose on it. Very easy to pick the standout on this one, Harley and Rose. Now, Black Sorrows, Hold On To Me. Chosen Ones, Crack Up. Chained to the Wheel was a big hit, or a hit. Hold On To Me. Yeah, I think I'd go with Hold On To Me, actually. I liked it more than Chained to the Wheel. Ooh, and there's a few more. What do we got here? Okay. Michael Bolton. Good Lord. Do I recognize any Michael Bolton songs? Oh, he's doing covers, Sitting on the Dock of the Day. Oh, God, yeah, no, I actually recognize it. How Can We Be Lovers? How am I supposed to live without you? When a Man Loves... There's a lot of covers on here. Said I Loved You. But do you actually recognize LaRue? The Final Word in the Synth Pop Generation. Do you recognize any? Is In for the Kill, Tiger Lily, Quicksand, Bulletproof, Colorless Color, I'm Not Your Toy, Cover My Eyes, As If by Magic, Fascinating. I'm going to have to listen to this because I don't recognize it. Oh, this is a classic. Automatic for the People, REM. Drive, Try Not to Breathe, Sidewinder, Sleeps Tonight. Oh, Everybody Hurts. Slight cliche, but I really like Everybody Hurts, actually. Man on the Moon, Night Swimming. A lot of really good tracks on that one. Turn the Torch Off. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much. Home for the Elderly. All right, let's put that out of the way so they don't fall over. Oh, and I guess maybe Home for the Elderly and I having a drink together. Yeah, I think there's a couple REM albums that are good for different moods, but it's a bit hard to argue with that being the best one, actually. But everybody hurts sometimes. Well, speaking of music, I did find a box of my 7-inch vinyl. Jesus Christ, say words, please. Charge properly. Justin wants me to look at something on Discord. I don't have Discord open, so I have to open it. Okay, was it an ABC News story? Liberals candidate faces vote to be disendorsed over claims of branch stacking. Liberals lead Senate candidate for Canberra faces a vote to be disendorsed. Liberal Party members not authorised to speak on the record have told ABC Liberal candidate Jacob I'll try and pronounce his name. Too many. Vadakedathu. Okay. You know what? 5 syllables in a name, you're being decadent. Okay? That's being selfish, hogging all the syllables. 3's plenty. Vadakedathu. Vadakedathu. Yeah. Okay, let's go. There was evidence the Indian business community leader had signed up allies in order to win pre-selection for the Senate ticket. Petition was circulated among members concerned the pre-selection vote had been influenced. Called to hold new pre-selection within 25 days. Good old branch stacking, where you invent people to join your branch. Yeah, Vibel. I'm just stumbling. Was it? Don't interfere politically. Got to go. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh, yeah, because the Canberra Liberals were in such a good state, they can afford to have another drama and fuck up. What a shit show they are. Oh, okay. Sorry. So, got to hold this up for you. So, it's this: how to make an angry teeny. And it's really good. Little shakers in there. It's really nice illustrations in this book. There's a little bit there that says nice things about me that I'm too self-conscious to read. But yes, it's saying there's the recipe for the angry teeny. Really nice illustrations in this book. It's such a going on the in the cocktail library. Hey Hannah, how are you? Have it on good authority. He was an ALP member before joining Liberals. Yeah, that happens. So, Home for the Elderly, are we going to have a drink together? Oh, did you? No, you must be conspicuously offline. It's been unavoidable online today, the announcement of David Lynch's death, although we weren't actually given the date, so far as I know of it. Oh no, Justin, someone in politics in it for themselves. Oh, I'm shocked that such a thing would happen ever, because I had assumed politicians of all stripes are creatures of integrity. Did I convey my sincerity enough there? I'd hate it if I sounded sarcastic when I said I thought politicians had any integrity. Yes, and the cause of death, apparently, David Lynch had emphysema, And so he was quite susceptible to any respiratory distress. And he had apparently been quite paranoid about COVID and was not going outside, very sensibly on his part. But he was in LA with those fires and the unbreathable air, and he was having trouble breathing. And so his family actually moved him out of LA, but he took a turn for the worse and died. So you can argue that the fires in LA killed him. Bought the update for Factorio. Yes, we've heard about Factorio before. It's been dominating your thoughts. Yeah, avoiding the news cycle. I mean, that's always a good thing. Yep, smoking kills. No two ways about it. And just smoke generally kills. I mean, God, even without those fires, I've been to LA. The pollution there is fucking terrible. Bad place for anyone with emphysema. Yeah, Mrs. Angry has decided the news is like shite, and she's avoiding it. So I just tell her of any big stories that are happening. 78 is not old. You're getting respectable age-wise at 78. But yes, one could have hoped he had a bit more time. And again, because he was an artiste, and some more time to produce some more quality work. Although, of course, where you sit on his work is going to be a personal thing. Yes, LA is a car-centric city and a car-centric country, and holy shit, the pollution is so bad. Like, I had an allergic reaction. My eyes went bright red last time I was there. Yeah, your dad's turning 78. Hannah, hide in your world of books and crochet, leave it at that. Absolutely fair. Crawl out cave, interact with the world, try to keep it to a minimum. These are quality life choices, Hannah. That's all I'm going to say. Also, I'm going to preempt tonight. I don't think I'm going to last very long tonight because I'm feeling a little tired. Wasn't up late, but as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I did pretty much hit my limit with cocktails to not feel really the next day. So I just feel a bit tired. I think as much as I felt like I could do it and it would be fine, if I'd had one more cocktail last night, I would be paying for it today. And getting out of the airport is bad. I remember my ex had family there, and her one rich relative was on a hillside. I forget which part of LA it was, but it was an expensive area. And they're talking about how the other side of the valley, that big house you could see on the hillside, was Arnold Schwarzenegger's. But yeah, it was like they were on one side of the valley, and valley goes down, valley goes up, and then houses on the other side. You could barely see the other side of the valley. I reckon in a direct line, it was only about 1 kilometer, if that, and you could barely see because the amount of smoke haze. Cowboys, you're saying David Lynch had a 13-year-old daughter? Dang. I mean, no judgment on people who have kids later in life, but I think it's got to be weird for the kids what they experience. Someone whose parent is on average 30 years older than the other parents of the other kids. It is a date night tomorrow, so I won't be streaming. Have a drink before work. Well, what do you need to face the day? Oh, I'm not disbelieving you, Cowbest. I'm just saying. Hannah, friend's house is right in the middle of all 4 fires. Brother's house gone. Yeah, no. It's like thousands of houses. It's brutal. Watched an asteroid comet disaster movie. Surprised me how good it was. Called 2020. Oh, Greenland with Gerard Butler. I'm surprised there's only one bone to pick with it. Dad lives next to Oprah. There you go. And thankfully they evacuated financial position to rebuild. That's, oh my God, there's a million terrible things about it. But the crisis in accommodation this is going to cause, with thousands of homes destroyed, it's going to be a nightmare. Kelly, I have not seen Inland Empire, actually. I haven't seen all the Lynch films. You thought Greenland was a bit forgettable. I mean, I saw it on the streaming service and I was never particularly motivated to watch it, just because Gerard Butler had been making some very silly movies. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for Inland Empire then. Thanks, Cowbest. I think it's going to be an insurance nightmare, and it's going to increase the cost of insurance across the board and make more places uninsurable. It's all bad. So you give Greenland 3 out of 5. Okay. You haven't seen Inland Empire either. Okay. Hannah, extremely lucky. They're well off. Had another home in a different state. They can evacuate. Oh, yeah. No, it's the best case scenario is still a nightmare. We got so drunk. Well, yeah, as giving people the sort of lowdown, we were 4 cocktails in when we parted company. Kirsten and I did stop in another place and have another cocktail. Be like, yeah, like floods, months, and reinsuring. So that's the two things that are going, certain areas are just going to be uninsurable because of flood risk and fire risk. So we were walking down to the trams on Swanston Street. We're walking down Burke Street, and we're just going past the laneway where the Gin Palace and Ampere and Kite Club Commune were. And I said, yeah, we could go into Red Kite Commune and have a snack and a drink. And Kirsten went, yes, we could. So we did. We went into Red Kite Commune and had a snack and some drink. I know. Again, unplanned. But then you went to the lesbian bar all night. Home for the elderly. 7:30 report talking about fire insurance. A lot of companies refused to cover houses in high-risk areas. So the state took on the insurance. Yeah, it's going to be, and they won't have the money to cover it. No, it's going to be a nightmare. FYI, Justin, the term is Tinder, Tinder, Tinderbox, because Tinder is the little bits you use to start a fire, and you keep it all in a box, and that is very easy to go up in flames because the whole purpose of Tinder is it lights really quickly. You went to Beans Bar, yes. Lynch made 6 TV shows. Did he? I only remember Twin Peaks. It's more that insurance companies are criminals. And I think the US is going to have the worst of insurance companies being criminals. Friday, don't give a shit. Oh, I'm breaking all the fucking rules. Hey, why not? Dubbo was never threatened by bushfires. When I say bushfires happened, of course, not in the town, not near the town. So I can't remember any time of there being huge bushfires in the area. So you've seen 2 of Lynch's shows, 24 on the Air and Twin Peaks. I've only seen Twin Peaks. Okay. So Kelly, on the Air, Hotel Room, Dumbland, Rabbits. There you go. Okay, if you're talking about insurance in the abstract, and Safra, if you were talking about insurance in the abstract, it's not a scam. It's based on gambling. It's based on a small number of people are going to face a bad outcome, and we don't know who. So if everybody puts some money in, a small amount of money. It ends up there's this big amount of money. So when something bad happens to someone, they're in the insurance pool, they're covered. But if something bad happens to, something catastrophic happens to thousands of people at the same time, it's unsustainable. Casinos are a scam, Safa. Gambling is risk. Insurance is risk. It's purely and simply you make an assessment. It's going like, okay, I think the chance of payout event, and this is both, like casino gambling and insurance. I think the risk of payout event happening is this much, and it would cost this much. Therefore, to cover people on this, we need to charge them this much, and we'll make a profit. Casinos are scams, and they make sure they come out in a profit. It seems like the LA fires are worse than the Hawaii fires, although I'm sure the Hawaii fires are just terrible for the people in there. Lynch made Twin Peaks, left the show, made a prequel movie, made a sequel series. Yes, I still haven't watched the sequel series, actually. Yeah, well, that's why I said it's not that insurance is a scam. It's that insurance companies are criminals. And that's a decent summary. Insurance companies are essentially taking a bet you won't make a claim, and you're making the bet you will. Well, I'd quibble that a little, because you're not making a bet you will. What you're saying is the risk that something is going to happen to me is worth me. The risk that something will happen that will cost me this much is worth me paying a premium of this much just in case it happens. Okay, so you reckon Inland Empire is your favorite Lynch film? Yours is a toss-up between Eraserhead and Mulholland Drive. Yeah, it sounds like it's one we have to watch. I'd probably, I'd probably go old school. I'd always loved Blue Velvet. He's worked with Laura Dern a few times. Although I have to admit, when I saw Wild at Heart, the Nick Cage, Laura Dern one, I watched it at the time and I was like, this is just giving me, not that we said it back then, this is giving me the ick. This is feeling like someone who has a problem with women. Oh, you saw it for the first time? Not as good as the new ones? Yeah, I guess very much made in a different time and made in a different way. Yeah, no one said Dune was their favorite. All right, so yeah, okay, you liked it. Oh, well, I mean, that's what we call an understatement, that Lynch's Dune is not as good as the new ones. I do really like the new ones. Well, and this is what I say about they're criminals. I haven't watched Twin Peaks. Style to Raise Head would give you an autistic meltdown like Brazil did, like the director's cut of Dune. I was surprised how much I liked Eraserhead. Like, I saw his mainstream ones, Twin Peaks, Wild at Heart, and Twin Peaks. Sorry, what was I saying? Blue Velvet, Twin Peaks, Wild at Heart. I watched all those. And there's like, everyone's going about Eraserhead being an art house. Eraserhead is weird as fuck. And I genuinely liked it. Oh, well, got lesbian sex in Mulholland Drive. Oh, yeah, there's all that stuff, the concept artwork of Alejandro Jodorowsky's Dune, which would have been trippy as fuck. Homefieldy, Eraserhead's the closest to come to feeling sitting next to a ghost watching a movie. It's trippy. And again, I was posting this on socials today. My favorite line, you are sick. No context. I'm not telling you what it is, but just there's this one scene. Everything in the movie's weird. Everything in the movie is so fucking weird. It's just an extended dream sequence. But just there with that going, you are sick. Yeah, he actually, it's an Alan Smithy. EE is how they spell Smithy, actually. But yes, that's the Hollywood thing. If the director wants their name taken off, it's directed by Alan Smithy. But the Hollywood system is pure chaos. Pure chaos. Yes, Calby, I do like a lot of Terry Gilliam films. I love Brazil. So just as a little project, I was thinking of putting together a rum infinity bottle tonight. Having a rest before work. All right. Look after yourself, Madam Butterfly. Oh, actually, yeah. Big toss up for me. 12 Monkeys or Brazil, my favorite Terry Gilliam. You watched Brazil, but it made you angry. Couldn't get your head around it, made no sense. I think it would be reasonable to call a lot of Brazil non-naturalistic. And it was just a satire of the horrors of capitalism, basically. Oh, I haven't watched the show. I what actually I watched one or two episodes of the show. Seemed pretty good. There's actually I saw a really good map where someone broke up sections of Australia just climate wise, and they gave places around the world that had equivalent climates, and it was really good. Two versions of Brazil? I've never heard that. 12 Monkeys was originally a movie. Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt are in it, but they did do a series of it. Ah, you got DVDs a week over the show. Okay. Brasilia is in a trilogy. I don't know what that statement means, Safa. I'm keen, Humphrey Elderly, what there is about two versions of Brazil. Okay, there's a long Gilliam approved version with a crappy, sappy ending, or it doesn't reveal the twist. There's a trilogy of 3 films by Gilliam. Okay. I only knew of one version of Brazil, which ended extremely bleakly. We could also go do different versions. We could talk about different versions of Blade Runner. I never hated the version of Blade Runner with the voiceover. Gave it a whole Philip Marlowe thing. I very much prefer the version without the voiceover because it lets you draw your own conclusions about a few things, including the true nature of Deckard. I like Time Bandits and Baron Munchausen, but clear favourites for me in the Terry Gilliam oeuvre are Brazil and 12 Monkeys. The bleak version is approved by Terry. That's what I thought. Yeah. I got one on Blu-ray just because it was a Terry Gilliam film and it had Christoph Waltz in it. Really disappointing. LA used to be a city of canals. Cover them with concrete and made roads. Yeah. We still have all those stored roads. What did we put in Le Discord? Okay, I'll read that tomorrow. There's a description of Gilliam's preferred version of Brazil, Strictly Sega, just put on Le Discord. That's what I'm thinking of. Zero Theorem. Extremely disappointing. Just late middle-aged male fantasy. Like it was like a weird stereotype of guys in their 50s think 20-year-old women want to bang them. It was almost cringe that it was such a stereotype. I was extremely disappointed by that movie. All right. So, you know what? For fun, I'm going to do a rum blend now. Let's see what we can do. I actually brought some stuff in specifically to do this. So, first, okay. I don't know if anyone's going to have an opinion on this. But, okay, so the caramel one, all smoky, salty caramel. Wow, that is so caramel. Wow, that is intense, like in a good way. So I think I can tell. I'm going to taste it soon. I think I can tell where you like it. Saw VD passing up shop, saw me, gave you the middle finger, so he gave you the thumbs up. That's the way to do it, mate. David Lynch, the reason why Anthony Hopkins played Hannibal Lecter. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. So no, the question. Okay, so I'm going to put my rum blend in a barrel, and I've been priming 2 barrels, one with red wine and one with port. And I don't know if anyone's going to have an opinion on this, but I'm going to mix a rum blend and then leave it for at least a week in the barrel for all the flavors to sort of blend, and it'll pick up a bit of flavor from the barrel. So what sounds better, to do it in the red wine barrel or the port barrel? The Host 2006 version. Is that the one with Christopher Walken? No opinions on rum. But do you have opinions on red wine or port? That's what I'm asking. 2006 version of The Host. It sounds vaguely... No, okay. I was thinking of something else. No, I'm sure you know what you're talking about, Kelby. I am not familiar with it. Oh, The Host. Okay, that's a horror film. It's a Korean horror film. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. Yeah. Bong Joon-ho. Yeah, I have not seen it, but I've heard it. I need to rewatch Parasite, because when I watched it, I was a bit underwhelmed. And I think it may be because it was just hyped so much, because it was hyped. I didn't hate it, but I felt a bit flat. I feel like I need to rewatch it, having given it a bit of space. 4 out of 5 for Parasite. So what's this? Celtic Op Shop used to be Mission Australia, and he was banned from there. Now it's Anglicare. He thinks it's still Mission Australia, so he doesn't go in. Yes. He did the movie Snowpiercer as well, and he's got one on Netflix I want to watch too, about this giant animal. Yeah, the train one, Snowpiercer. And there was actually a streaming series I watched a few episodes of. It was pretty good. Yeah, so I think I need to rewatch it. Bit of distance from the hype. Okja. Yeah, okay, you all know what I'm talking about. Yes. I keep meaning to watch Okja because it looks really good. You give it 3 out of 5. Okay. Fun and scary. Okay. Okay, so no one has an opinion on red wine or port. Do you know what? I'm going to do the red wine one. because I think maybe this red wine is past its prime, and I have some other bottles I was going to open. So first thing we'll do, we got a funnel, we got a strainer, in case I do want to read it. Thanks to our labeler, what did you label this? Chamber 6. Okay. Okay. So we're going to drain the. Red wine. Has it been leaking? It doesn't seem like it's been leaking much. All right, let's see how this goes. Drain the red wine. Not sure if this sound is carrying. It's going to make anyone want to pee. Sound of running liquid makes some people want to pee. This will take a while. We're about a third of the way through. Maybe 2/3 the way through. Ooh, is it all going to fit in this bottle? That's the question. The question of how much is it evaporated while it's in there. This bottle holds a litre, and I think I put more than a litre of wine in here. Oh, I think it's running out. There we go. Just like that last little bit of pee. Splish splash. The bleeding splish splash. I'm going to do a weird thing here. Yep, that tastes like red wine. Okay, so that's ready. Is there any? Not really any grit came out. All right, so that's that red wine. Put that aside. Now, I got to get my rum bottles that are mostly gone. Which ones do we want to do? Okay. I mean, maybe this Archie Rose one. Possibly that. Maybe some spice one. This one. This Jimmy rum, I think. Rum. Oh. Damn, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I don't have enough. Don't want to use it in a circle. That's my proof rum. Smith and Cross, I was going to finish on a YouTube live stream. Yeah. I think I came to this realization last time that maybe I don't have enough. Ow. Headbutt my tripod. Let's double check what's in here. Freaky rum. New bottle of Smith and Cross. At 23rd Street. Maybe I will do that. It's too much of that. Not particularly enamored of that. Brandy. That's whiskey. So much whiskey. So many whiskeys. Alrighty. Well, maybe I'll just make a blend. Stuff that I was not particularly into. This might open up some space. Ah, damn. Spiced rum. White rum. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing this. Okay. So this one. Just a little bit of that. And a little bit of this. And this one I got, but I wasn't really into. Maybe. Now, okay, questioning myself now. Maybe I do want to put this little bit of Smith and Cross in there for a bit of Jamaican funk, and I'll open my new one. Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay. Now, I'm going to try not to spill this. Put it in a barrel. Don't know about anyone else, but the pouring sound's making me want to pee. All right. Oh. Leave that for a week. Okay. All right. That's that little adventure. Ooh. Okay. Lynch made a G-rated Disney film, Straight Story. Was Kid from the Sixth Sense in that? I heard this story. The theatrical cut of Snowpiercer is the actual director's cut. Bong Joon-ho lied to Harvey Weinstein about the scene. Weinstein said, you have to cut that. And he goes, okay, I'll cut it. And he fucking lied, which is awesome. And Weinstein was a horrible, thuggish piece of shit. And his enablers should all be in prison with him. Hey, G, I'm going to. Maybe me and Home for the Elderly can do the same one. Did I miss my fun fact? I thought although, did you write that before I said it? No, I do not drink wine at all. Well, I put aromatized wines like vermouth in cocktails. Stanley Kubrick said Eraserhead was one of his favorite movies. Kubrick's another weirdo. Not in necessarily as good a way as David Lynch. So I'm not sure if Home for the Elderly is still there, but I think we should do a dram for David Lynch. Really good filmmaker. Like, I remember it wasn't that long ago. Like, it was in the last 10 years was the first time I properly sat down and watched The Shining. And the opening overhead shot of the car on the winding mountain road, hypnotic. I'd never seen anything like it. It was so good. 2001 is just something for taking acid on. Clockwork Orange, it was of its time. Full Metal Jacket, I like. The Shining, which Stephen King hates apparently. I like The Shining. Story goes, Bong told a story at seeing it reminded him of childhood memory of his father. He'd heard that one son had a soft spot for his dad. Stories mate. Yes. He's awesome. 2001 still one of your favorites. Open the pod bay door, Hal. Sorry, Dave, I can't do that. Yeah, no, he wouldn't have been. There have been all sorts of safety things. Okay, you prefer Clockwork Orange? I'd probably be leaning towards The Shining, even after hearing the absolutely horrific stories of how he abused Shelley Long, which is inexcusable. Just absolute bullshit what he did. You think, okay, I'll bite. How is 2001 similar to Twin Peaks story-wise? Coop going in the curtain in the finale, Dave going through the Stargate. Ah, you did it. I like how you did that. So Home for the Elderly, we're going to have a dram for in memory of David Lynch. And we're going to have the same one. Is it one of these or one I sent you? Also, I think another thing they have in common is they're both really trippy. I remember one of my lecturers at college making the joke like, if you drop your acid right at the start of the movie, it kicks in and the star goes. Okay, so the Starwood single barrel. All right, let's do it. I'm going to get my glass and we'll have one for David Lynch. Have no idea if he liked whiskey. Strangely compelling fan theory. It's of course nonsense. One you can't look past. Snowpiercer is a direct sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I've seen that and I don't remember exactly how the reference works, but I have seen it. So Twin Peaks Series 1 or 2 is like G or PG, movie 25 Laters was R18. Yeah, well, it had to be like G or PG for TV. So you know the thing Dr. Abigail was saying too, Cal Best? Snowpiercer, a sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. All right, I'm going to pour some of this out. All right, I'm going to do my preparation. Warm up the whiskey to release the aromas. Because I'm a whiskey wanker. Well, not really. Not as bad as a lot of people I know. Ooh. Okay, so you've got a Kubrick fact. Mm-hmm. Interested in a Kubrick fact, definitely. All right, see if I can be the whiskey wanker. What do I detect? What's a sort of honey and even a bit of leather in there, like in a good way? Just I'm talking about things, that it evokes. Once you see the Wonka piece of theory, you can't unhear it. Willie Piercer is a better name, but you don't have naming rights. Nice. The space sequence was edited to echoes. What is echoes? You're taking for granted I know something and I don't. And Kubrick burnt deleted scenes of films he made. That does sound like something he would do. Well, what was the ABV of this one? Okay, so Echoes is a Pink Floyd song, and an awesome Pink Floyd song. What's the thing that Alice in Wonderland's meant to line up with Dark Side of the Moon or something? Oh yeah, going to take a photo. Pop it on the Discord. Now, do you have your Starwood whiskey ready? They didn't Lynch either appeared in or directed a David Bowie video? I'm sure they did a collaboration. And yes, Bowie was it one episode of Twin Peaks? Which one? I feel they did some sort of collaboration. Okay, so the Starwood single barrel, which we're looking at, bottled in 2022. Wow, I thought it was a bit higher. So 56.3% ABV, 112.6 proof. He was in the movie and season 3 as a kettle. Okay. Stargate sequence in 2001 make more sense if you read the novel. Yes, I think I did read the novel at one point. Yeah. Okay. All right. So 56%. You're going to read it again soon. Yes. All right, I got to taste this. Oh, that higher proof really, really tingles on the tongue. Very, very hot. Really nice caramel sort of flavor, though. Very hot, though. I wonder if I can put just a little bit of water. Just okay, I put way too much in. Always happens. But with the higher proof whiskies, a little bit of water often opens up the flavors. Ooh, tingle, ingle, ingle. Oh, yeah. I've seen a little bit of that on YouTube. A sitcom with anthropomorphic rabbits. Scariest thing he's made. Yeah. Yeah, but it is a little trick. And even hardcore whiskey people say, like, yeah, with a higher proof whiskey, don't be shy about putting a little. Oh my God. This has just got such a long lingering finish that's really good. Yeah, a definitely splash of water in it. Now it's brought out some of the smokiness from the barrel. I'm just doing the big breathing in and out because it's just like it's sitting on my tongue and I can really taste it. Oh, yeah. There's just this caramel and smokiness that's just lingering on my tongue. And it's so warm. It's just like so warm going down here. My God. All right. So the rabbit stuff was in Inland Empire. Okay. My God, even with a splash of water, that's like hot. Just the alcohol content is really there. And it's, okay, to me, it's always trying to find a way to describe the sweetness. And to me, this one's really, really caramel. It's strong as hell. Like even like I said I put too much water in there. I don't think I put too much water in there. It made it easy to drink, and the taste is just going, oof. It's Clue, strong stuff. Yeah. Ooh. And it's just like caramel and smokiness. Tiger Payphone, 78's pretty good. That is a fair point. He had a very interesting 78 years. I don't like to think like he's dying of emphysema. That's a shit way to die. Not peaceful. It's actually quite a painful way to die. But, you know, we are left with much richness in the world because of David Lynch. So Inland Empire was filmed with a Sony PD-150 from 2004. I do remember hearing that. Views Toffee? Yeah. And I found particularly with a little bit of water, it brought out some sort of barrel flavor, the smokiness, for me at least. Yeah, it was a handy cam. That's what I remember here. It was a comparatively low resolution camera. Yeah. Oh yeah, vanilla, definitely. Ooh, but I'm still tasting it, and my tongue's still tingling. I'm gonna drink some water. Hmm. Yeah, you got to head off, Kelty. Thank you for all the stuff you sent, and thank you for dropping in and speaking. Oh yes, Dr. Abigail. Although I already forwarded you the money, there is actually a little letter that goes with what Celtic sent. Abigail, praise and salutation to Angry the Aussie who made this letter possible. Hopefully this money will help you out. Glad we got Angry to start 2025 with a shoey. All praise and salutation to Angry and Abigail. So I knew he'd sent it, but I only just picked it up the other day. Saying Eraserhead and Inland Empire both took him 6 years to film. Damn, didn't know. Paul, tragic how he died. Yes, that's what I read. He had quite bad emphysema. He'd been isolating because he was rightfully extremely cautious about COVID. There's a very high chance it would kill him. But the wildfires fucked him up. And as I read, the family moved him out of LA, but he took a turn for the worse. Yeah, fucking wildfire / bushfire smoke, very bad for you. And in fact, with all those houses burning, the amount of synthetics that would have burnt in those houses and the sort of absolutely deadly pollution that would cause, like you would not have to be emphysemic to suffer severe respiratory distress from it. He was making thingies for Netflix. There is that short thing, which is kind of funny. I don't love it. It's like when he's like a detective interrogating a monkey. I don't hate it. I don't love it. So he was making an animated film and a live action TV show. Paul, are we going to see rising cancer rates? Oh, but the fires are going to keep happening as well. It's kind of like all the first responders who fucking died from respiratory illness. There will be a lot of people whose lives are cut short with respiratory illness because of the fires. But yes, David Lynch, sad. One of the good ones. I don't know if that's a metaphor, Justin, changing your light bulb, now your room's brighter. So Cowbest, the monkey thing was for a film festival. Okay. Oh God, I think I mentioned. Okay, this just weirdly popped in my head, but I didn't mention it on a stream ages ago. I was just flicking through stuff on the streaming thing, and there was, it was a short film, and it was a student film from 1964, and it was like inspired by gangster films. I think, oh, this looks interesting. I'll try it. Black and white student film from 1964, shot in New York, and it was quite entertaining. And it finishes, and then credits roll, written and directed by Martin Scorsese. It was his film school major project. And when I started watching it, when I finished watching it, I had no idea. It was just like, oh, a student film from 1964. That's weird. Why is that on here? And I watched it and was going, oh, yeah, this is quite entertaining. And then it was like, written and directed by Martin Scorsese. It's like, what the hell? And yeah, Justin, 9/11 still kills people through cancer and other illnesses. Yeah. But in the first 10 years, a disproportionate number of the first offenders died from complications that were clearly directly related to it. But yes, we are all at risk because of COVID, because of the fires that are just going to keep happening. It's bad. Govan, Proto-Taxi, not quite. It's actually a comedy. It's a little bit. If I was going to compare it to one of his films, probably a little bit more like Mean Streets, but a comedy. Kevest, his inspiration for making movies, he was painting once and the paint started oozing down the canvas and he thought, oh, a moving picture. So he made movies and changed the world. Who's he in this context? Lynch. Okay. But yeah, also it's on YouTube. I noticed this Martin Scorsese student film is on YouTube. Oh God, was Aviator a Scorsese film? It was so funny when I watched it. So that's Leo DiCaprio playing Howard Hughes. And like particularly there's a scene where he's flying an experimental jet and crashes it in the suburbs of LA. And I went, oh, that's fucked up. Did that actually happen? And so I go online and go, yeah, no, Howard Hughes literally crashed an experimental jet in the fucking suburbs of LA, managed to not kill anyone. I have seen Apocalypse Now a couple times. I quite like Apocalypse Now. Earliest Scorsese film you've seen is Boxcar Bertha. That was probably his first feature. But this film, which I forget the name of, is a student film. Now we're on to Coppola. Yes. Oh, I bet there is. Like, I'd love. I still need to watch the documentary Hearts of Darkness, just about what an unhinged disaster the making of the movie was. Scorsese student film. Ooh, no film school. You can watch 3 student films made by Martin Scorsese. What are they? He made them at NYU. Okay, the first picture is from the one I saw. Okay, fuck off website with pop-ups. Okay. So the one I saw is called It's Not Just You, Murray, a mockumentary about 2 gangsters. That's the one I saw. There's another one called The Big Shave, which used to be on YouTube but got removed. Okay. There's another one. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? He made in 1963. Yeah, but the one I saw is called It's Not Just You, Murray, which I found very entertaining. You got Apocalypse Now Redux on Laserdisc, 3.5 hours. Coppola made a filmmaker's Apocalypse, yeah. Oh, he definitely nearly got himself killed. Martin Sheen had a heart attack. Yeah, no, apparently the stories are just outrageous, just ridiculousness. Charlie Donseff, oh my God, Robert Duvall is so good in Apocalypse Now. I mean, pretty much everyone, even young Harrison Ford is in it for a little bit. Are we now asking the existential question, why does Charlie not surf? I don't think Video Easy ever had laser discs. I think they went straight from VHS to DVD. If I say this beach is safe to surf, that's safe, damn it. Home fidelity, you reckon they did? I don't think it was very widespread. I don't remember ever seeing it. All right, I'm going to taste Soph's favorite whiskey, Old Smoky Salted Caramel. You've got Video Easy Laserdiscs. There you go. When I was getting Laserdiscs, they were from a store in Footscray that was selling the Laserdisc players. So they had what was essentially a bootleg renting thing just to convince people it was worth getting a Laserdisc player. Love Coppola's Jack. I don't think I know that one. I'm not sure what you mean. Is that how they did them? Oh, okay, that was the Robin Williams movie. Was that about the kid with the aging disease? Just kidding. Jack is horrific. Rain People was... because that's a really weird debilitating disease, and they made it cute. All right. You're going against the grain. Yeah. Okay. Was that the I guess you call it an anthology, New York Stories, 3 short films, Woody Allen, Francis Ford Coppola, and Martin Scorsese. Francis Ford Coppola's one was shit. Woody Allen's was one joke. It wasn't terrible, but it was like one joke, the Jewish mother-in-law joke. Scorsese's one with Nick Nolte was good. Well, his daughter, Sophia, ends up being a good filmmaker. No, I'm not talking about Manhattan. There's an anthology film called New York Stories. It's 3 short films, one by Woody Allen, one by Coppola, and one by Scorsese. Oh man, that is so desserty. That's so salted caramel. No, yes. Oh, and wow, that was a mistake. Well, apparently wanted Winona Ryder for that role, and was desperate, and Sophia helped him out, and it didn't work. But then again, so much about Godfather 3 didn't work. But there was some really good stuff in it, but it just didn't work. Yeah, no, I just tried it now. Soph's whiskey, salted caramel. Ooh, that's so salted caramel, almost like burnt toffee, but in a good way. Yeah, it was supposed to be Winona in Godfather 3, and she couldn't. And Sophia stepped in to save the day. Didn't really save the day. Wasn't really a good result. Not good at all. I mean, honestly, I'm an Andy Garcia fan. Andy Garcia wasn't very good in Godfather 3. There you go. I said it. I did like, maybe I just like the line more because they used it in Sopranos. Like, just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Oh my God, yes. Sorry, that meme was so funny. Wait, does Sofia Coppola's dad make movies too? Untouchables is a fun movie. I mean, I pity anyone who thinks it's historically accurate, but it's a really entertaining movie. Okay, now Andy Garcia is generally speaking good. I'm a fan of Andy Garcia. I don't think he's really good in Godfather 3, though. I was even just thinking him in. So I keep bringing up how the all-female Ghostbusters is the best Ghostbusters, but Andy Garcia as the mayor of New York in that is so funny. Like when one of the women says he's like the Jaws mayor, and he just about loses it. She's like, "Don't call me the Jaws mayor. Do not call me the Jaws." It just tickled my fancy. Was he in Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead? Hero, Black Rain. Black Rain was a fun one. I quite liked him in the Oceans movies. I like Ghostbusters 2016. So, fun fact: Guild Navigators you see accompanying Stage 3 Navigator Blob visiting the Emperor and David Lynch's Dune. Outfits were going to be made from actual but unused body bags that Lynch got cheap. Actors refused to wear them, so Lynch lied to them and made their outfits out of them anyway. And that's what you see in the movie. David Lynch, you wonderful wacko. Oh, damn. He's my sort of crazy. So I'm thinking of having. Oh, I was going to go the playlist time. I think we should do that. My 7-inch vinyl. Changing the topic again. But a box of 7-inch vinyl here. Oh, if Lynch had got to do what he wanted to do with Dune, they'd be way better. All right, so I don't know, Home for the Elderly, you ready to take notes for a playlist? Music time? Okay. See if I've got a place where I can safely stack them up. Might actually use your box that you sent me stuff in. All right. Let's go. 7-inch vinyl. Almost all from the 80s. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? All right. Ooh, 2 Falling Joys singles. Well, there's the Jennifer EP. If you know anyone called Jennifer, there's a song with her name in it. What are the tracks on this? Parachute, Kiss the World Goodbye live, All in the Wind, and an alternative version of Jennifer. It's a live EP, Falling Joys live. I love them live. So that's the Jennifer live EP, and this is the single Jennifer. Not their best, but very good. And Susie Higgy, the singer, my unrequited crush from the 80s. All right. Okay. Oh, this is Bronski Beat after Jimmy Somerville. Jimmy Somerville left Bronski Beat after their first album, and they released at least one more album under the name Bronski Beat. This is a single. I think this was a reasonable hit for them. Hit That Perfect Beat. It's a really good disco number, this one. Hit that perfect beat, boy. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, and this one I did not buy when it was released, but I found it yesterday. This is New Order's first single. The first single they released after Joy Division. So when the lead singer of Joy Division died, this sounds like Joy Division. It's called Ceremony, but it's the first New Order single. Oh, okay. I have weakness for this. Is, believe it or not, Wham Rap. Enjoy what you do. I still know the rap from it. If you're a club man or a pub man, maybe a jet black guy with a hip hi-fi, white cool cat with the drill behind, maybe leather and studs is where you at. Make the most of everything. Don't let hard times stand in your way. Give a wham, give a bam, but don't give a damn, because the benefit gang are gonna pay. So, okay, there are going to be lots of Angel singles. Yes, it's wham, bam, I am a man. Lots of Angels singles because I was so into them in high school. Night Attack. Oh, and actually, that picture, they did a concert, a free concert in front of the Opera House, and it turned into a riot. And this is a picture of the aftermath with shit everywhere. So Night Attack. And another, they released, oh, I thought those were in together. Okay. Another Angels, they released a lot of picture cover 7 inches Between the Eyes. And would you believe I have Adam and the Ants records? Stand and Deliver. Dear, that's another high school one, I think. Not, like I said, so many Angel singles. Stand Up. There's a really nice instrumental on the B-side called Chaplin's Drum that on a subsequent album they actually had lyrics for. I think it was called Easy Prey, but yeah. I don't think I do have any Sparks, actually. Yes, and I probably have, it's probably in this box, Sticky Little Bitch. All right, what's this one? Oh my God, Splodgenessa Bounds. Oh my God, if you don't know them, you have to look them up. They're so silly. Most famous one, 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, please. There's another track on here called Michael Booth's Talking Bum. The A side is actually a track called Simon Templar, which is the Saint. But the best one's definitely 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, please. It's so silly. Okay, get another handful up here. There's actually quite a few in here. Okay. Ooh, nice little green label here. Double A side. Who is this? More Splodgenessa Bounds, actually. Socks, Butterfly. Oh, Two Little Boys. Sorry, their version of Two Little Boys is very funny. And although Rolf Harris is famous for it, he didn't actually write it. So Rolf Harris is not being enriched by that record. Oh, this is a classic. Jesus and Mary Chain. Acoustic versions of some of their early songs, because their first album was just this wall of noise distortion, which was quite hard to get into. But they released this, and it just showed how beautiful the songs were behind it. Acoustic versions of Cut Dead, Psycho Candy, You Trip Me Up, and Some Candy Talking. So it turns out the songs were actually beautiful. The Jesus and Mary Chain. Some Candy Talking. And the acoustic versions, there's 2 7-inch records in there. The acoustic versions are absolutely beautiful. Ooh, okay. Look at what I paid $1 for this. It's a Cocteau Twins single. Ice Blink Luck. I can't tell one Cocteau Twins from another, but it's like $1, so I got it. You have Just Like Honey. Well, that was, look up the acoustic versions of Psycho Candy and Some Candy Talking. All right, is this an... Oh God, we were talking about this in the Discord a while back. John Kennedy's Love Gone Wrong. King Street. About King Street, Newtown. I don't have to travel long to meet the sons of Lebanon. On King Street, I'm a king. Warumpi Band. Original version of My Island Home. I do like pop culture. Christine Arnoux had a bigger hit with a cover of this, but Warumpi Band have the original version. Oh, I think this is a really obscure one. Yeah, this is some live recordings of some indies. Jack's World, An Ordinary Field, The Autolites, and Sea Stories. Wait, I like Sea Stories. What song did Sea Stories do on this? Oh, yeah, Railroad Days. I like that song. So we're going to pick one off that, Railroad Days by Sea Stories. Oh, God. Okay, and I paid 50 cents for this. Spoken Word, Stephen Herrick. The Herrick Manifesto. Probably got my new haircut on it. Anyway, Stephen Herrick was a guy who did spoken word stuff in inner Sydney in the 80s. I paid 50 cents for that. Ooh, God, so many of these I bought cheap. This is $1. Everything But the Girl. Angel is the good song. Angel's a good song. I like all Everything But the Girl, but I quite like early Everything But the Girl. Oh God, the Chills. That's a New Zealand band, if I remember. There are a lot of indie New Zealand bands got a bit of headway in Australia in the 80s. The Chills, and the song's called the song's called Part Past, Part Fiction. And it's from Kmart. I think I paid like $1 for this too. Apparently I bought a lot of singles. Oh my God, these guys are hilarious. The Slaughtermen. They do like Southern Baptist revivalist songs. Jesus Saves White Trash and God's Not Dead. They're both really good. It's just like this they're actually Australian, but they do this stuff that's inspired by Deep South American Baptist revivalist stuff. God's Not Dead and Jesus saves white trash like me. He wants to sanctify you. Oh, it's been a while since we had an Angels record. There are going to be a lot of Angels records in here. This one is called Nature of the Beast. I quite like this one. I was really into the Angels. Big time. Nature of the Beast. Ooh, and this is 70s. Early 80s, maybe? I don't remember. My Sex. People, which might have been their biggest hit. Hey, Rodrigo, I don't know if you're an English speaker at all, but it's because David Lynch died. Here's the thing. So People, which might have been the biggest hit, and there's actually two in here. What's this one? Falling In and Out. I maybe prefer Falling In and Out to People, actually. Man, Johnny Batchelor. I got this for free as a promotional thing because I interviewed him for the college radio. It was either Computer Games or People was their biggest hit, but they were off the same album. Blue Day, I fucking love. But also, It Only Hurts When I'm Laughing. Argentina, good morning to you in Argentina, Rodrigo. It's Friday night for me, so I assume it's Friday morning for you. This guy was in a band called the Drop Bears. This is his solo thing, Work and Save, which is not bad. I interviewed him. He's a nice guy. I Love You. Nice username. I appreciate it. Saw Lynch at a book signing with Mark Linkus of Sparkle Horse. There you go. He certainly did a lot of stuff. Oh, still going with the vinyl. Joy. Okay, let's get some more vinyl. Oh, we're only a little way in. Okay, Stiff Records. Novelty record. The Chaps, McRawhide. It's the old Western song Rawhide, done by someone with I'm guessing, fake, exaggerated Scottish accent and making. And we all thought it was Billy Connolly did this, and it wasn't. It's a novelty record released under the name The Chaps and McRawhide. Oh yeah, I appear to. You notice the number of one-offs coming in to do a hat tip to David Lynch. Obviously, seeing the R.I.P. David Lynch, so everyone gets to do a little hat tip. Oh gosh, okay. More Falling Joys. You're in a Mess. Great song. This actually has a guy who'd been added to the band, does a lot of the lead vocals, and Susie Higgy, who was the lead singer, just does the singing in the chorus. Great song, though, You're in a Mess. But I have a real soft spot for Falling Joys. Oh, speaking of, okay, so we had the Bronski beat without Jimmy Somerville. This is Jimmy Somerville without the Bronski beat. I think this was the first single he released as the Communards. Don't Leave Me This Way. And I think the guy he worked with in the Communards was also in Yazoo. You might have heard of them. And Erasure. Vince Clarke. And I think he was in early Depeche Mode, actually. Okay, what's this one? Oh, okay. Kevin Rowland and Dexy's Midnight Runners. Nice, colourful little thing in there. This is not Come On Eileen. This is Jackie Wilson Said, I'm in Heaven When You Smile, which is a Van Morrison song. It's from the same album as Come On Eileen. It's pretty good. Okay. Yes. I think this is a really old Angels. Yeah, this is 70s Angels, Shadow Boxer. Yes, you know that. I'm in heaven when you smile. And here we have Dubbo's Finest, The Reels. Something's got a hold on me. Oh, just the love. Some people, when they hear this, they mistake it for they think it's the Madness song. It's like, no, this is a very sort of gospel choir type song. Wait, go back one. What, before Kevin Rowland's or after Kevin Rowland? No, the Reels wouldn't go to West Dubbo, Safa. They know better than that. Mr. Kevin with his One King I'd Army that worship the man like a god. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about. Between Dexys and the Reels was the Angels. It was an old Angels song called Shadow Boxer. You're going to have a lot of Angels if you take one from all the things. That's a 70s one. 79. Brewster, Neeson, Brewster, their songwriting combo. All right, now we're back to England. Oh, I love this song, and I don't know if we would have picked it up. Got to include Shadowboxer. It's a great track. It's a really great track. 70s Oz pub rock. I love this song, Tenderness by General Public. It's such an up pop song. Very 80s, but just such a great upbeat pop song. I really like that one. All right. Okay, this is different. That little symbol. This is Crass, the anarcho-punk band. I have a few of their albums. This is one of the singles they released to express their anger about Thatcher's forcing of the Falklands War, called How Does It Feel to Be the Mother of 1,000 Dead? It's actually one of their more accessible ones because some of their stuff is just kind of wall of noise. But this is like traditional song structure with a very sort of punky, aggressive beat. But yes, great name. How does it feel to be the mother of 1,000 dead? They were not happy with Thatcher. Oh, okay. It's another 80s Australian one. Hoodoo Gurus. They were really big for a while. This is one of their lesser known ones. It's not bad. Death Defying. It's it's definitely one of their lesser known ones. But it's not bad. Death Defying by the Hoodoo Gurus. Okay. Ooh, another Love Gone Wrong. This is a later and more upmarket packaging for Love Gone Wrong. The Swingin' City. Sorry, the Singing City. But they never quite made it. I think they had some really good songs, Love Gone Wrong, but they never quite made it. Yeah, you know a lot of Hoodoo songs, but you don't know that one? Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably I'd literally go for one of their archetype ones, like the early one, My Girl, or like their biggest hits like Wow, Wipe Out is such a fun song. All right. More and more records. Oh, I fucking love this. Okay, another British 80s song. The Mighty Wah, Come Back. Oh my God, this is such a good pop song. And the video on YouTube is hilarious because they've all just got huge hair. The hair's up to about here, just teased and sprayed. It's ridiculous. Their hair is ridiculous, but it's a really good pop song. Okay, this I feel confident in saying is the oldest single I paid for with my own money. You enjoying this? I'm enjoying this. Miss Free Love's a good one. Bow Wow Wow, like I Want Candy. Yeah, I don't know if they released more than one album. Yeah, no, but that's another thing. 80s Bow Wow Wow. Too fun. Okay. Space Invaders by Player One. I was obsessed by this in high school. What year did this come out? I need to look up what year this came out. On WEA Records. Wait, did they not have the year on here? I can't see the year anywhere. Oh. All right, so Bow Wow Wow had a couple of albums. They definitely had some good songs, yeah. But yeah, I was obsessed by this. The Space Invaders song. Oh, wait, it came out of its packet. Put it back in a packet. They're not all in packets, but some of them are, so what the hey. Ah, come on. Go back in. There we go. Okay. Oh, I freaking love this one. Weddings, Parties, Anything. Shotgun Wedding. About being forced into a wedding in a small country town. Vinyl scratch really easily, and they warp and distort really easily. They tried to cash in on the success of the Space Invaders song with one about Pac-Man, but it didn't really work. Also, there's two tracks on the B-side, but one in particular called Bells of Rimney, which is kind of like a riff on Oranges and Lemons, say the Bells of St. Clemens. It's really good though. But I really have a soft spot for Weddings, Parties. Look at this one. Star Wars, speaking about things I was obsessed with. Stories, music, and photos from the original. Oh my god, I want to play that at some time to see what's on it. But it's just like a really abbreviated telling of the story. Probably some good sound effects on the record, actually. You think Pac-Man Fever was huge? I don't even remember. No, a hot sun will warp vinyl, definitely. And really don't leave it near a heater. Examine did that with a really rare record and destroyed it. Was really pissed off. Oh, I think this is a 70s one too. Anyway, Joe Jackson, Real Man, Real Men. I really quite like this song. I still like this song. I've had this for a long time. '82. Released in '82. There you go. Hey, Pat, how are you? Okay, yeah, you know that one too. Yeah, no, I love that song. It's really good. Joe Jackson has a few good songs. Stepping Out is another really good one. Oh, more Jesus and Mary Chain. This is one of their later ones. Head On. Don't like this as much as the other ones. Oh, okay. Here's a topic. Me and the radical politics. Sun City by Artists United Against Apartheid. This is when South Africa was being isolated because of their apartheid policies, and they were trying to, and successfully, paying some acts to tour there in breach of the sanctions. And this song was Sun City. Sun City was the big resort in Cape Town, I think, where they were trying to get bands to play. And the song is I Ain't Gonna Play Sun City by Artists United Against Apartheid. What are we saying about silver and gold? I don't know where we are. Oh, look at another classic. Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. B-side One of My Turns, which I probably like more than Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, actually. What do you mean, was Australia overtly racist? Still is. That was the group came out after Eric Clapton was done for racism. Yeah, and Status Quo did a tour there and a few others. Silver and Gold is a big hit by Sun City. Okay, the song's called Sun City. The recording group is Artists United Against Apartheid. But anyway, Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. There's another thing that was very big when I was in high school. Oh, okay. Now we're getting a suitably obscure one. Christine Lavin, who her albums were in my album box. This is a random. I think I got this at a market. I'd never heard of it. From '83, a fun song called Black Tie Affair. But I saw it in a market one time, so I got it. Oh, I think that's going to be Mrs. Angry going to bed. Okay. Back to back. Okay. Great pop song. Kirsty MacColl, the sadly departed Kirsty MacColl, A New England, someone who died way too young. Cover of the Billy Bragg song that he wrote an extra verse for, so it would be long enough to be a commercial song. Really good pop song. I'm not at all surprised Eric Clapton did some racist shit. Can't keep track of all the people who did. don't know that she should be. I think she was only at most in her 50s, though. But yeah, this is a really great pop song as well. A New England covering Billy Bragg. Oh, okay. Now we're getting super fucking obscure. The Golf Club from Sydney. EP. One side is called What's Cookin', which is not bad, but the other side's called India, and I much prefer the song India. But this is something I would be very interested at Home for the Elderly if they're on Spotify. Golf Club. Club with a K. So GULF KLUB. I really like the song India that's on that. Oh, now we're getting super obscure. These are some guys I know. My major project at uni was actually recording a live gig of theirs in our college theatre and editing it. So this is a self-published single that the Sweets of Sin put out. They have a few things on YouTube. Experiment with Me and Ghosts of the Battle Cry. I really like them. Used to see them all the time. Do I have uni masters? No, I have a bachelor's degree. No golf club. I didn't think there would be. Probably no Sweets of Sin, although maybe. Another Mighty Wah track. Weekends. Which, again, good. Not as good as Comeback. Comeback is awesome. But this is good too. Sorry, again, what are we saying? Angry again? Far out? I'm not sure what you're referencing there. Did Dubbo have a what? Again, I think your typings let you down, Safa. I take what I don't know what you're trying to ask there. XTC, All of You Pretty Girls. Not the most famous XTC song, but it's good. Yeah, Pete Wiley is the singer and songwriter for the Mighty Wah. He later released stuff under his own name, Pete Wiley, but this early stuff was TAFE. Yes, they did. And now the TAFE is actually a branch of one of the unis. Oh, you don't know that one? It's really fun. All of You Pretty Girls. Bless you, all of the pretty girls. This is a fun song. It's definitely not near their most famous, but it's a nice song. Oh God, this is not gonna be on Spotify. Thug. These are just some people who did grungy music and they got together to just do the most fucked up thing. This track, Dad. Fuck your dad. Do it now. Don't waste it. Black Eye Records. There was an indie record label called Red Eye. And when they were releasing some really weird, fucked up stuff, they released it under the name Black Eye Records. This is some dark shit. God, if I had my turntable that converted stuff to MP3s working, I'd get this for you because this is just fucked up. Some very, very dark shit. Actually, it would be really funny if Thug were on Spotify. That would crack me up. My throat's getting dry from all this talking. Pour myself a little bit more beverage. All right. Oh God, I almost put that in all the way. Oh God, that sounded sexual. Sorry. Too busy finding XTC. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we'll go back a couple. Oh no, I only did the one more. So it was just Thug. I just spent a bit of time talking about Thug. Oh God. The bag is okay. No, that's okay. I don't think I know the band King's X. Okay. So yeah, I was just saying I'm betting Thug is not on Spotify. You can usually keep up. But yeah, if I could find a way to get like the MP3 of this, it's just so fucked up. Actually, I'm just going to look for something here. YouTube. Thug Dad song. Trick Daddy, I'm a Thug. No. Yo, it's on YouTube. Oh God. They're calling. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna put it on Spotify. Sorry, not on Spotify, on Discord. It's so fucked up. I haven't listened to it in ages, so I'm gonna want to listen to it. Put it in jukebox. YouTube didn't let me down. It's just noise. It's so dark. No, I can't show the contents of the bag. Okay, so I think it might have been talking about in the stream. The boxes I found, there was a box of 80s Marvel comics. I think Dr. Abigail's into 80s Marvel comics. So I messaged her, do you want a box of 80s Marvel comics? And yes. And so I took them over and said, and I also had some Far Side collections. I said, so here's Far Side, Marvel comics. And I thought, what's this under the top layer of the comics? And Abigail's right. I cannot show any of the covers because almost all of them are a picture of a woman with a penis in her mouth. It's like I'm going to count them. There are these porno DVDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, 12 porno DVDs. And I remembered what they were from. It was like, it was very early days of the internet. So it was probably 90s or early noughties. There's a dude I knew, and a lot of these come from Eastern Europe. Like he had some connection in Eastern Europe, and he wanted to set up a porn site selling the DVDs, and so he wanted me to set up the website, and so he gave me the samples. They're not even good porn, honestly. No, way too many penises. So many penises. Is going to be me at some point. No, Eastern European. And some Asian-themed porn. But yes, the Eastern European stuff, very low production value. Just saying. See, the Germans made quality porn. They were a thing. I know, right? There's not even. I did have a bit more of a look. There's not even any good lesbian porn in any of it. So I was like, damn. So I don't know. I'll leave them at the public library or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where it was from, Safa, but it was Eastern Europe. Porn is porn. The Germans could be counted on to do really fucking weird porn, though, because Germans are weird. Okay. Oh, this is a nice one. One of the many versions they released, Hunters and Collectors, Throw Your Arms Around Me. They were determined for this to be a hit. They released at least 3 or 4 different versions of it. and it never was the hit they thought it deserved, though I think it deserved to be. But this is one version of Throw Your Arms Around Me that was released as a single. Oh, God, another mega obscure. This one I don't even remember. Snuff Rock. Jimmy Sphincter presents All I Lost, 2 Bananas. Yeah, it's some punk thing from like 89. I don't even know what's on it. So we'll put that aside. Oh, we were saying before, Hoodoo Gurus, and one of my favorite ones, Like Wow, Wipe Out. So that's a much better known Hoodoo Gurus song. Like Wow, Wipe Out. Oh, and this is an oldie, but very well known. Depeche Mode, Just Can't Get Enough. Very early days of Depeche Mode. That one was even a hit in Dubbo. And they didn't like weird stuff, but Depeche Mode, Just Can't Get Enough, was a hit in Dubbo. Oh, okay, look, I got one of the weird ones with the big hole, as the actress said to the bishop. You actually need an attachment. I don't even know what that's about. This is Tracy Chapman, Fast Cars. Probably her biggest hit. But I can't even play that because it's got the ridiculous big hole, as the actress said to the bishop. You think that was an American thing? Hey, honey, how you doing? I found my box of 7-inch vinyl and we're going through it. Oh, God. Ha! Okay. Remember me saying I was obsessed? Yeah, a lot of turntables have adapters. That's true. Mentioned I was obsessed by the Space Invaders song. They had a whole album, which I think I had somewhere. But did you know they released a second single, which I have, which I think I paid full price for? It's called Red on the Bottom Line, which is, again, it's the Space Invaders game reference. When they got to the bottom, they're red. Did you know Player One released a second single about Space Invaders? And I have it. Okay. It's about time we got another Angels song. This one's not in a picture sleeve. A lot of the 7-inch Angels vinyl I have is in picture sleeves. This one isn't. Live Lady Live. It's not a bad song. It's not one of their great ones, but it's not bad. From 83. So I'm still at high school getting that one. Oh, God, these guys. The Urban Guerrillas doing deep and meaningful political commentary. These guys had a residency at a pub for like, I don't know, 10 years, and they never went anywhere. The song's called Here Come the Americans, and they're trying to be really insightful. And it's actually really shallow. But I didn't buy that. I think someone gave it to me. I think this is another promo one that I was given, and I don't remember what this song's like. The band was called Rattling Sabres. The single was called All Fired Up. '87. So yeah, I got this as a promo when I was at uni. And I do not remember it at all. Again, classic Hunters and Kleckers, Say Goodbye. I also have the 12-inch remix of this, but this is the 7-inch. Say Goodbye. Picture sleeve. Fucking great song. I love that song. Say goodbye to the naked truth. Oh, now I think this is a really weird fringe one. It's from Adelaide that someone gave me. This is actually related to the Sweets of Sin. The Del Webb. Yeah. Two of the guys from the Sweets of Sin were in the Del Webb explosion, which is, I think, a reference to a race in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I think there's a reference to a Del Webb race in the desert. Single called Gardening. Yeah. So that's gay. Forcing. All right. Reason to your Eve. I do remember this one. I don't hate it. Again, I'm sure I'll buy this. It's a bag. Oh, damn. Yeah, it just no. That okay. My end. Come good in a minute. Erratic. Oh shit. Damn. Don't even know if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Or I might go to bed if it's just going to crap out on me. Anyway, Steve Hart, Hoy, your heart on my sleeve. Yeah, no, I think it's getting a little better. Yes, okay. I think it might get better now. It's just a weird glitch in my internet. So that was weird. That's actually the worst I've seen it get. But I think we're okay now. Yeah, there you go. I love you tracking it. 240p, 480p, 720p, and we're back. All right, that was just weird. Just a weird temporary dropout. Okay. Oh, there's still quite a few of these to go. Okay. No, I don't get a message. I get a little indicator on my screen that the bandwidth is bad. Sorry, you preferred me in lower res? I can understand that. All right. Okay, this is a super obscure thing. Crass, who I mentioned before, British anarcho-punk band, they actually put out a Christmas single called Merry Crassmas. And it's like stuff played on a Hammond organ, and it's instrumental versions of their punk songs. And trying to work out where this starts. It's like super fun time competition that everyone can join in. Here's what you do. It's easy. Just list in order the titles of the exciting Crass songs on this record. The first 3 correct postcards to be received will be sent the following great prizes. First prize, raisins. Second prize, 1 exploited single. Third prize, 2 exploited singles. Have fun. Send entries to Christmas competition, and then there's a post office box. So they're shit talking another punk band, The Exploited, there. But this is super. This is this on Spotify? Hammond is a particular type. People had them in their homes. It's the organs people had in their homes. You're saying Merry Christmas is on Spotify. That is real. It is fun if you know Crass trying to pick the instrumental organ versions of their songs. Oh. Okay. Another. Oh, I think this was on the front of a magazine. Yes. Okay. I've got a lot of really obscure 7-inch vinyl. This was on the cover of a magazine. I bought the magazine for the single. Yes, like the hold music on any Monty Python record. Probably not Hammond organs in Eastern European homes, no. So who are the sort of indie Brit things? Then Jericho, The Big Sweep. Redskins, You Want It, They Got It. Red Soul and Fury Unleashed mix. The Dainties. Watch the Running Water. That's a good one. And the Communards, Jimmy Somerville again. Breadline. Yeah, 4 pretty good British indie stuff from the early mid 80s. And yeah, like I said, it wasn't a thing that was on sale. It was on the cover of a magazine. So I bought the magazine to get it. So again, pretty goddamn obscure. In the words of the Green Lieutenant Band, Google it, mate. Yeah. But there was a period where Hammond organs were very popular. And the Hammond B3 was really popular in Motown music. Anyway. All right. So this is a Billy Bragg, very early Billy Bragg release. To make it a little special, there's just a little picture in the top corner. It didn't go the whole picture sleeve thing. The A side is Days Like These. Not my favorite Billy Bragg song. In fact, I probably prefer the B-side tracks. There's one as an a cappella song called I Don't Need This Pressure, Ron. And then a song called Scholarship is the Enemy of Romance. So I probably prefer the B-side to the A-side on this one. I'm sure, Safa, people in Dubbo had Hammond organs. We didn't in my house. Oh, God, there's so many of these are so fucking obscure. This is a band called The Scream. I think they were from Sydney. Yeah. Their postal address is in Leichhardt. God, and it's got someone's actual phone number on it. Phone Tim Dixon on this number. The lead track is called Some Get Lucky, which is fine. I don't think you had to be rich to have a Hammond organ. Middle class, though. I remember this. This was a pretty good little tune. Some Get Lucky. But again, extremely obscure stuff. Yeah, churchy people liked Hammond organs. Little church sing-alongs. No, it's a phone number in Sydney. It would be a bit surreal to ring it now and say, hello, I want information about the Scream. Oh, okay. This is more mainstream. Gangajang. Actually, I think I've got 2 singles in here. 2 Gangajang singles. Yeah, okay. This is the first Gangajang single, Gimme Some Lovin'. And this is a later one that was probably a bigger hit called House of Cards. Gotta be honest, I probably prefer Gimme Some Lovin'. The name of the band was supposed to be evoking the noise of sort of strumming hard on an acoustic guitar going gajang. Sounds of Then was their big hit. That was definitely a hit. And that was a couple of years after those ones. But yes, that I don't think I have sounds of then. We'll soon find out. Oh, I do. I love this Communard song, Disenchanted. This is a really good one. Disenchanted, angry young man. Yeah, one of my favorite Communards. I like a lot of Communards tracks, but that's a particularly good one. Yeah, God, that was used to out on the patio we sit, and the humidity we breathe. We watch lightning crack over cane fields, laugh and sing. This is Australia. This is Public Image Limited. They had, I guess you'd call it a joke. They were releasing stuff with generic packaging, which was a new thing in supermarkets at the time. So the album was called Album. The single was called Single. But the actual song was Rise. Yeah, probably my favorite Public Image Limited song, May the Road Rise With You. Ugh, I'm having trouble getting it back in the sleeve. But yes, it was marketed under the name Single, but the song's called Rise. Very good. Okay. Okay, this is another pretty obscure one that I don't think I paid for, but I'm not sure. The Party Girls. Isolation. But check this out. Wait, where does it come out? Check it out. Pink vinyl. Woohoo. Maybe I did buy it for the pink vinyl. I don't know. The song's called Isolation. I don't think they ever made a big... Okay, we're back. It's a little while since we've had an Angels song. This is a special limited edition 2 single set. Includes live recording of Underground, Small Price, and Look the Other Way. I remember the film clip for this was very Mad Max inspired. Underground. I am relaxing now that you're back, Dr. Abigail. Thank you for letting me know. So I could relax. Oh, yep, more Angels. Into the Heat. That's a real banger. So many Angels songs. There's the ones from when I was in high school. Ooh, here's a great novelty one. Cliff Richards and the Young Ones. Living Doll, featuring Hank Marvin. This was a comic relief. This was a fundraiser. So I don't feel bad for buying a novelty record because it was a fundraiser. What was on the B-side of this? Not a single penny has been spent on making the single or video. Everyone did it for free. Everyone worked on the single and video. What's the B-side? All the little flowers are happy. Okay, I don't remember the B-side. Yeah, that was big. So yes, novelty fundraiser. Oh, and just left field, and I don't know, I definitely didn't buy this, and I don't know where I picked it up. But look, Grieg, Peer Gynt. Absolutely lovely classical music. You'd recognize it if you heard it, I think. Very famous bit of classical music. Not altogether sure how it ended up in my collection because I didn't buy it, but it somehow ended up in my collection. Aha! Speaking of novelty records, this one I have no excuse for. Norman Gunston, The Kiss Army. And honestly, if you're old enough to have watched Ian Meldrum on Countdown, the B-side, which is spoken word comedy Norm Drum instead of Humdrum. It's actually a really good piss take of Ian Meldrum. But yes, the Kiss Army, cashing on the fact that Kiss was so popular in the 70s in Australia. Another one from I've been holding on to this since high school, since the 70s. Damn. Maybe 80s, actually. Got a date on here? I want to see if there's a copyright date on it. Only old enough to remember the ones he did with Effie. They did a version of Amigos Paris Siempre. Means you'll always be my friend. 1980. Yep. Nope. This was high school. Damn, I've been holding on to that for coming up on 45 years. God damn, I'm fucking old. Okay. There are still more. Okay. What do we got here? Ooh. Okay. Some more Depeche Mode. Nice packaging. 4-track single, 2 live tracks. Blasphemous. Oh my God, I fucking love the A-side on this. So the B-side is live versions of Told You So and Everything Counts. But the A-side is Blasphemous Rumors and Somebody. Probably my 2 favorite fucking Depeche Mode songs on the 1 7-inch. And I like a lot of Depeche Mode. Those are probably my 2 favorites. Oh, man. That's a good one. Okay, here's an Australian one. Oh, I've actually put them 2 back to back. Okay. And I paid full price for these. The Ups and Downs. Band that deserved to be huge. They're just brilliant pop music. And one side is The Perfect Crime, which is like perfect pop song. And then this one's a later release. Look at the shiny. I had to take it out and show you. It's got a shiny cover, a UK release. I paid $6 for this in the mid-80s. So that's a lot of money. It's like paying $20 for it now. In the Shadows. Shiny, shiny. I like novelty. In the Shadows is a really good song too. Perfect Crime is probably a little bit better. Just really good music. We've got The Living Kind. That's one of their later releases. Yeah. These are like their first 2 singles. Just exceptionally good pop music. And one that had been discussed earlier. The Angels, Sticky Little Bitch. Their cover of Solitary Man is really good. Vinyl was all the same. There was no formatting differences. Oh, this is a limited edition. I just saw it says limited edition strip poster. Let's check it out. And there's Doc looking sexy in a hat. But look, let's go. Oh my God, such serious photo shoot. Look at them, just looking so serious and whatnot. Oh, damn. So yes, that was a mainstream release, song titled Sticky Little Bitch. I've got more Adam and the Ants. I wasn't sure if I had more than one Adam and the Ants. Dog Eat Dog. I don't think I have Ant Music, which is the classic. But I like this one when it came out. Dog Eat Dog. And I think this is another Adam. It is. It's another Adam and the Ants. Prince Charming. Don't you ever. Saw the song on Countdown. Which one? Sticky Little Bitch? Who knew I didn't remember having this many Adam and the Ants singles, actually. All right. We're getting through them. God, the Angels pop up again. Oh, Living on the Outside. This is one of their lesser-known ones. Living on the Outside. Kind of middle of their career, this one, from memory. But yeah, no picture disc. Still would have bought this when I was in high school, I think. Actually, I think, what year was that? Was I still getting their stuff? 81. That is older than I thought. 81. Living on the Outside was on Night Attack. There you go. All right, what's this one? Another picture sleeve. Early Billy Bragg, Between the Wars. What are the tracks on this? Between the Wars, Which Side Are You On? World Turned Upside Down. It says here, good tracks. I would probably pick Which Side Are You On? That's a cover. He didn't write it. He adapted it. And also World Turned Upside Down is a cover. They're all good. I'd actually probably pick Which Side Are You On as my favorite on this. Pay no more than £1.25. Didn't want people getting ripped off. I think I paid more than that, but kept us. Ooh. Okay. I think this is reasonably rare. This is a double single gatefold sleeve. You did not get many of these. The Church. This is The Church from fairly early in their career. The lead single is called Too Fast for You, which is a pretty good song. Look at this. Gatefold sleeve with all the lyrics in there and picture of the band on the back. What are the songs in here? Too Fast for You, Sisters, Tear It All Away, You've Got to Go, Fraulein. I actually probably prefer Tear It All Away. Too Fast for You is good. But again, oh my God, Stephen Kilby's lyrics. Listen to these for lyrics. People say to see is to believe, but then they just believe in that they can perceive. What they saw is not the total view, filtered between the me and you. And that's a pop song. This is 1981. Another high school one. Oh, God, this is an obscure one that I think I bought just because it was 50 cents. It's still got a 50-cent price tag on it. Ever So Lonely from the band Monsoon. This is from 82. Good song, though. So Night Attack was 81 as well. Yeah, I'm 11 years before you were born. There you go. That's a good song, Ever So Lonely. Monsoon, very Indian vibe. B-side's called Sunset Over the Ganges from 82. I paid a grand total of 50 cents for that. Ooh, here's a classic. Hunters and Collectors, Talking to a Stranger. That might have been their first single. Not 100% sure, but it might have been their first single. Beatles broke up 10 years before you were born, but they're your favorite band. They certainly carried through the years, the Beatles. So there's actually two versions of Talking to a Stranger. short version, 4:49. The B-side is a 7.5-minute version of Talking to a Stranger. Probably some people would pay for that one. Okay, this is a much lesser known one. The Promise. Heart to Sell. And I think I only got this because it's cheap. You can see it's squiggled out the price on it. I think I only got this because it was cheap. Don't even really remember how that goes. Oh, it's about time. Oh, look at this. What classic 80s song, Uncertain Smile by The. Love this song. So the single, this is a shorter version. The album version is much longer. And I really like the album version, but that's good. Great pop song, Uncertain Smile. Yeah, that's the B-side is over 7 minutes. The early Hunters and Collectors was very arty. Oh, okay, still going. Okay. What's this about? I don't know, a dozen, 20 here. And, oh, look, I'm famous. There's a picture of me on the cover of this Angels single, Eat City. I actually like this one. Oh, so many more Angels singles, though. Face the Day. I remember the clip for this was shot around a building that used to be in Martin Place. I think the building got knocked down ages ago. But it had this weird pipe working glass around it. So it made for a good film clip. Face the Day. All right, that pile's getting big. I hope it doesn't fall over. Oh, and here we go. The Falling Joys. I think this is their first single. Burnt So Low. But look, it's autographed to Spike, which was my college nickname because I had the spiky hair. Stuart said, love it. Susie said, thank you. Ken said, keep doing it. Yes. Susie, my unrequited crush from the 80s, says, dear Spike, thank you. That was for a night of great sex. No, that never happened. Didn't even dare dream about that. Oh, here we go. We just mentioned this a little while ago. This is the ups and downs. This is the single release of The Living Kind. Didn't remember I had this one, actually. Thought I just had it on the album. So there you go. Few ups and downs singles. Oh, okay. So this is so the big famine fundraisers were Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid, We Are the World. I forget what they released that under the name of. This is a bunch of British ska bands, so a lot of actual black artists got together, and this is called Starvation. They released it under the name Starvation. The song's called Starvation. But this one that was it, USA for Africa. Because the Americans felt like the Brits had got the drop on them with Band-Aid. But yeah, this is British ska artists, Starvation. And the B-side's good too, Tam Tam pour l'Éthiopie. Starvation is spreading through all the nation. There must be someone in this situation. All right. Another classic. The Cure, In Between Days. It's probably my favorite Cure era, although I love heaps of Cure stuff. This is probably my favorite Cure era. The Head on the Door album. Okay, stay there. Almost through. Oh God, what's this? Oh yeah, okay. The Fix. I paid 50 cents for this too. I love that I leave the price tags on things. Paid 50 cents for this. Stand or Fall. That was not a bad track. When did that come out? 82, but I think I got this several years later. In Between Days, yeah, my favorite Cure song. And they tried to recreate and did quite a good job of recreating it on subsequent albums. Yeah. This is like British indie, early 80s, Stand or Fall by The Fix with two X's. Because they're serious, not one X, two X's. The Fix X. Oh, yeah, okay. God, the number of bands that pop up multiple times. Jesus and Mary Chain. April Skies. The B-side track's pretty funny. Kill Surf City. It's their version of a surf song. You can't find Starvation. That's interesting. Yeah, Safa, these were all bought about the time the records were released or a few years later. So the majority of these were bought in the 70s and 80s. Yes, the Jesus and Mary Chain pop up a few times. April Skies is a pretty good track. Okay, now this one I got just for the packaging. The Cure, the Cult. This is one of their lesser known ones. I think, let me see. Is this gatefold? I think this was a tour release, the one time they toured Australia. It is. I got it because there's the guy there. It's a gatefold double single. The lead track was Wildflower, which is okay. It's definitely not one of their best ones. And I was never that into the Cult anyway. I literally just got it because of the ska band was Starvation. And the single was called Starvation as well. Not a huge surprise if they're not on Spotify, but a bit of a surprise. But I bet it's on YouTube. Okay, let me go. Yeah, if you look up Starvation 1985, it's on YouTube. I thought it would be. So even if it's not on Spotify, if you were interested, you could find it on YouTube. This is The Cult, Wildflower. I was using them in a fantasy thing I wrote because one of they first were performing under the name The Southern Death Cult, and then just The Death Cult, and finally The Cult. So I had a group in a fantasy story called The Southern Death Cult. Oh, now here is an archetypal image from Australian music. Na 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 na. That was the cover of the album Darkroom. Also the cover of the single of No Secrets. God, you can't see it on the back. It's really low contrast. But yes, this is the single No Secrets that I was super into. I got the album Darkroom for Christmas the year it came out. I thought I was so cool having that. Okay, this is stuff I definitely got for free as promotional stuff when I was at college. I interviewed this guy, Mark Edwards. Not a bad song. It's actually 2 singles in here, and Worlds Away, there's a little not for sale sticker there, promotional only. I didn't hate this guy's stuff, but I wasn't into it. It was free. You got Darkroom back when you were 20. Well, it was a classic by the time you were 20, because I was much younger when I got it. So funny, the amount of promotional stuff. Not that I got a huge amount, but I did get stuff that I never would have otherwise bought. Oh, we're not finished with the Angels yet. Nice packaging. Oh, also, I was pretty into this song, Look the Other Way. I remember this having a real banging film clip too. Like they were playing it live. I don't know if there's more Angels in here yet. Oh, okay. Now, okay. Who remembers an Australian rules footballer, Mark Jacko Jackson, released a single that was a reasonable hit called I'm an Individual. You can't fool me. An bloody-vidual. You can't fool me. You're into, okay, Nick Kershaw, worlds removed from the Angels. So, you do remember Jacko? I'm an Individual. You can't fool me. Okay, but did any of you know he released a second single and that some people were stupid enough to buy it? It was called My Brain Hurts. I do love this guy's sense of humor. He had such a good self-deprecating sense of humor. But yes, I have Jacko's second single, My Brain Hurts. I have the 12-inch version of I'm an Individual. So there you go. Oh God, okay, here's another obscure one that I don't think I bought. I think, yeah, it's got a not for sale thing on here. James Griffin and the Subterraneans. Someone else who never made it. He did a bit of acting. He was in a couple of things. Single called The Angel Run, which I remember as being okay. Not super into it. Yeah. This one, I don't remember if I bought it. The vintage of it suggests I did buy it. Split Ends. I Don't Want to Dance. 81. That's actually slightly later than I thought Split Ends were out. And some live recordings on the B-side. So yes, a lesser known Split Ends track, I Don't Want to Dance. Yes, singles cost about 20% of what an album cost. I think that would have been about right. A single cost about 20% the cost of an album. Okay, now, oh God, now we're getting very obscure. Also autographed because they came to college, which I got this free. All right, so you know that one. You think it belongs in their greatest hits? This band called Secret 7 with Fall In. I remember them as being a really fun pop band, and they did a good live show at the uni. Probably not on Spotify, but it's one of my weird, obscure autographed things. Oh, shit. Now, here's something I got years after it was released. Just because it's kind of famous. It's absolute shite. British punk, of course. Sex Pistols popularized it. Sex Pistols released some good stuff, but there was a massive attempt to cash in on it, and a lot of really shit bands marketed themselves as punk, and this was one of them. Sham 69. And I got it just because, oh, got a Sham 69 single. Clash in on it, but Clash did good music. Sham 69 did not. This single is particularly terrible, and I think it was their hit. It's called If the Kids Are United. And if you want bad fucking lyrics, the chorus is, if the kids are united, they will never be divided. And it's like, yes, that's what united means. United means not divided. Like, in terms of lyrics, if the kids are united, they will never be defeated is right there. Right there. Oh, did you look that up? Sham 69 hit was Hurry Up Harry. This is just shit. It is not remotely punk. Although the B-side is really weird and they're just having a bit of fun and being stupid. It's called Sunday Morning Nightmare. It's a response to Saturday Night Fever. It's at least silly and fun. If the kids are united is absolute shite. And he's trying to cash in on punk as youthful rebellion. It's fucking terrible. It is genuinely fucking terrible. But yes, Sunday Morning Nightmare is at least funny. It at least has that in its defense. Now, the other ones, the porno titles. Things I Cannot Show You. New movie, never released before. Again, the names of these Eastern European things. Made Up as a Pussycat. She is Indomitable. I mean, I give them credit for the name of that one. This is Perverse Addictions 2, The Nasty Way. Okay, I can actually show you the cover because there's no nudity. I think this is possibly the only one I can show you the cover. Even the back cover. Oh, it's got... Okay, you got to love this. Why you want this DVD. Interactive menus. Digitally remastered. Dolby stereo. Animated chapter preview. Photo slideshow. Star biographies. New release trailers. Website access. Worldwide player. DVD-ROM compatible. Damn. You're going to get a drink now. Finished with the music. Okay. Just titles. Here's another one. I can't. 100% amateurs. She became excited by reading a book. Prohibited for minors. Oh my God. Can't show this one. Yana's friend comes over, and what a gift. Damn. Okay, just these. What are these from? These are from the 90s. It's her first time. Oh, God, that's such a trope in porn. Looking for other toys. Can't show you that one. Asian college. Wow, 6 hours. I mean, that seems like value, honestly. There's no nudity on the cover. Oh, there is on the back. I can't show you the back. 6 hours of porn on it. Who needs 6 hours of... Mind you, I'm just going to go with all these DVDs. Jesus Christ. Hot young girls. Well, I mean, that's nice and simple. Hot young girls. God, what the fuck is this? The Private Teacher. Okay. Another one of the penis covers. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Big Black Beef. Damn. Okay. Black dudes making a living from having big dicks. Okay. Newer footage, current stars. Not that age. I can't show you the cover or the back cover. Wait, this is 4 DVDs. 16 hours? Holy shit. My God. Jesus. Not even remembering this. This is wild. And what's the last one in here? Is another East European one. It starts with a kiss. Well, that's nice. Peculiar, beautiful women. You can tell this is put together by someone. English is not their first language. Peculiar, beautiful women. My God. So yes. Anyway, I accidentally took 12 porno DVDs. Actually, if you count the extras, apparently I took somewhere in the region of 20 porno DVDs accidentally over to Dr. Abigail's place. Oh. God damn. Oh, what was it? 11:15. Okay, you know what? I lasted longer than I thought I would because I've been tired most of today. So I'm just gonna stealthily throw out these fucking porno DVDs. God damn it. There's too many of them to pick up. Okay, now I'm going to put my vinyls back in the box without knocking the pile over. All right. I think I will go Sleepy Bobos because I was okay today, but if I got fucked up tonight, I don't think I'd be okay tomorrow. So I'm erring on the side of caution. And so I won't do a Saturday night stream because I will be doing date night. Still think you should have taken her to St. Mary's House of Welcome, given one of the sleazy looking people there. I mean, I could have. All right. Well, anything could happen with them. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with them. I'm going to remember to show this. Okay, and I've got to remember. Show this stuff to Mrs. Angry. I'll put it here for now. Where was the other bits? All right. Put those there and eat my cherry. Vinyl 3 went from 60 to 140. There were a lot of singles in there. So I will probably do a Sunday night stream. So I will see all you fine folk another time. So take care and bye for. You are totally